Plus, what up? It's Akasan here.
Hey, it's Terry.
And new guest.
Marta, hi.
What's up? Terry's friend visiting from New York, right? How long are you in Japan for?
3.5 weeks.
Okay, so we're at the... This is the beginning of a Braziers video, I'm sure, so... Only the edgelords get that one. It's Game of Thrones, man. It's the Battle of Winterfell. This is it. This is the end game of Game of Thrones, and I swear to God, if we lose, I will be mad. That's not a spoiler for Endgame. I'm just saying. If we, I want to go. I don't want to lose this week. Okay, shit. Not in Winterfell. Making it as vague as possible for everyone.
When you say that, it's not as vague.
If you guys want some uncensored material, make sure, without ruining Endgame for you, check out the Patreon. Wait, actually that would ruin Endgame for you. Who's gonna die in this series? Who do you think?
So, I don't know. Well, no, definitely Theon. Theon's a goner. I mean, because...
Funny you mention that, because I was thinking the same thing, because like, it was something you were saying earlier, or no, you were saying about the journey.
Yeah, I was talking about the journey.
Right.
Like George R. R. Martin, he said that that the way he writes his books and the characters in the books is about the journey. It's not necessarily how they start, where they begin. It's how they get there, and that's
right.
So that's why he's like not afraid of killing a whole bunch of characters off, because they've already been through their journey. They served their purpose, and that was it.
And in the irony of another Stark of the MCU, as he quoted, every journey, a part of the journey is the end. And Theon, I think, would definitely be the biggest candidate because he went through everything already.
Yeah.
He went through everything. He was abducted, or kidnapped, or I guess...
Yeah, abducted.
Yeah, he was like, he was
not really kidnapped, though. He was given away.
He was mentally imprisoned.
Well, no, I was talking about even before, like, of his childhood.
Oh, yeah.
The Starks took him in.
Yeah, but that
was part of the trade, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he had to prove to himself, not just as an Ironborn, but he had to prove himself as a Stark as well. And he went through everything. He became Theon, then Reek, now back to badass, dickless Theon. Does that amuse you? Dickless men. You know what they used to call him and the other dude, the eunuch, X-Men.
That's a good one. I never heard that. Yeah.
X-Men and shit. But I think, like, and then he's guarding fucking Bran, right?
Yeah. So even if discounting his journey, physically, that position is very vulnerable in general. Like, you're at the hot spot. Everyone's going to be coming for him.
Yeah.
And so you volunteering yourself to guard him, volunteers yourself, knowing that you probably will not make it.
That's a good point. So he's almost on a suicide run, basically.
Exactly. Kind of like a Suicide Squad.
So
I kind of feel like
Nicholas Suicide Squad. Some sort of Suicide Squad. Okay, go ahead.
I kind of feel like they kind of set him up too, because when he was saying goodbye to Yara, I think that was like the last goodbye.
Okay.
You know, like I don't think they're gonna see each other again. I think that moment was the tell.
Okay.
I think that's my prediction.
Hound, I kind of have my eye on him. Like, I feel like Hound's pretty much done for.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anything left for him.
I can go either way with him.
Right.
His first step was already glorious.
Right. The other dude as well.
Beric Dondarrion?
Yeah. But then again, there's supposed to have the Battle of the Clegane still.
The Clegane Bowl. That's not relevant.
Yeah.
Okay. Because his brother is not his brother anymore. That's like a zombie whatever. You know, he's different.
Unless Hound comes back, and then it's zombie versus zombie.
Okay.
That'd be so cool.
There you go. And then the only other one that I think that little girl might bite it.
Little Bear?
Not Little Bear, the other one.
Oh, with the face guy?
The one they introduced last episode just to kill her off, probably.
Oh.
And then the Onion King goes crazy and he gets killed somehow protecting her. I don't know. I still think the fucking Crips are gonna come up. Like,
people say that, but
I didn't even think of that.
But I was also thinking, like, so when it comes to human bodies, like we decompose. What's only would be left maybe are the bones. Bones
so they would be whites.
Okay, so the bones do come back.
They would come back as whites.
But if they're buried in like stone,
who's gonna lift them up?
Yeah,
right?
you know, like, but I don't know.
Stark's super strength? I don't know.
I don't know.
Jamie,
The freshest body down there would be like
It would be Ned.
Ned's body.
So Ned might be, but see, Ned's fucking head was chopped off too. So
they gave all that back.
Yeah, but what he's gonna do? Like come back and rearrange? We're gonna really have Sean Bean like holding his head and shit, fighting. Where is ice or whatever? Like, anything?
Brienne.
Yeah,
I think Brienne is done. I think she's been on a full journey. Last episode, she got her title, which is what she's been dying for. And I think that's it.
True.
I really think. I mean, unless they continue with like her, because I saw the behind the scenes after the episode, and they were talking about like she's struggling emotionally with her feelings for Jamie and everything like that. So I don't know if they're gonna like continue that. I just think there's so many more important things going on.
Okay.
That, like.
I mean, the only thing I could imagine, I get what you're saying. The only thing I could imagine is the fact that somehow there's going to be a scene where it's either Jamie or Brienne, and one of them are going to... Jamie, interesting enough, I don't think Jamie would die in this episode. I think he will eventually. Yeah. So I think Brienne might die saving Jamie, or...
I can't accept that.
I'm just saying. All I can imagine is there's going to be a scene. It might be a little cliche-ish, but they're embracing each other when somebody else got stabbed in the back, arrows or whatever, and there's some sort of embrace, and Jamie has to continue or Brienne has to continue. I would say it's a good chance one of them are going to bite it today.
Yeah.
All right, no more predictions. Let's get it on. Headsets are ready. If you want the full reaction, make sure you check out the Patreon. It definitely supports the channel. Hopefully, we can get out of this a lot better than we got out of Endgame, because that shit fucked me up for
At least
days.
we know we have more after this, so.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. Okay, and here
we go. Who the fuck? Melisandre?
Is it?
Melisandre.
It is Melisandre! And the music.
Why the fuck she's coming from that direction?
Right?
Better say something.
Yeah, ain't nobody trusts you, bitch.
You speak their tongue.
Yeah, I would not have some woman be doing this shit, right?
Yes! The whole squad.
Yes,
all right.
yes.
I mean, that's dope, but wow!
That's insane.
Wow! The Lord of Light.
So she's on our side. Okay.
I hope, yeah. Oh shit! Whoa!
They've been out there the
Oh
whole
my
fucking
god!
time.
Fuck!
They should have had the dragons.
Oh, look at her reaction. She's like, oh shit.
They should have had the dragons do a thing, like just.
Nah, man, because they didn't know what they were gonna fire it.
Oh my god.
That's how they lost.
Right there.
Yeah,
The Night King would have been out there doing his Olympic thing. Get him another dragon real quick.
Let's see how many lights go out, how many flames go out.
I don't hear anything either. We really lost all the Dothraki in that one fucking swoop.
Oh!
This is fucking. Go!
Oh my god!
There we go. Whoa! 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 They can fight!
Oh my god!
And badly!
They are just swarming this
Feels
shit.
like World War Z.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get a helmet, Brienne. Shit.
A helmet.
Yo!
Oh my gosh. Come on, fire, do some fire at least.
This is sad.
Whoa!
No! Is she getting?
Yeah!
Alright.
About damn time.
God, man.
Good job.
Fuck were you? That should have been the first move. God.
Alright, Drogon. What you about to do, John? You going? There you go!
Oh shit.
Wait, what?
He brought a storm.
Oh.
And the dragon's in that fucking storm. I know it.
What the fuck?
No.
Wow.
He's gonna be safe. I'm gonna save him. Please. Thank you.
So,
Oh, good.
that means he's dead.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He saves him, that means he... Who the fuck is that?
That's Brienne.
That's Brienne.
That's Jamie.
Oh!
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Avenge his ass, dude. What?
Sir.
Sam!
Really?
Really?
Okay, that's one. Come on, man. Pay attention.
Oh, that
Okay.
was a... Oh, fuck.
Oh shit! Oh my god, I'm not ready! I'm not ready!
Talk about timing. Oh.
They're getting through the spikes. Oh,
Oh, there you go. Okay.
come on, Arya.
Oh, he's getting...
She's
Are you gonna get Hound? Oh.
She saved the Hound. Come on, man, don't pay attention. Run!
Yeah, look at her eyes, man. She is not feeling this.
Come on.
Oh!
Oh, just in time. Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit! Wow! Yeah, there's your cue, Danny. There you go. Now you know where to go.
Oh, wow, the whole place.
Viserion.
Yeah.
Why do you look bigger at...
Oh my
What?
god.
What?
What are
Hi.
they doing? What are they doing?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They're covering up like a rug. Like putting a rug on fire. They're fucking
gonna smother
half...
it.
Yeah. Half cold anyways. Wow.
They're making a bridge.
Wow.
Come on, where is it? Oh shit,
There it is.
that's him.
That's it.
Because he's got the
Holy,
holes,
yeah.
the holes in the wing.
He's like, make a choice,
Oh,
nigga.
he looks so badass.
He's like, save your people or come after me. Which one you gonna pick?
Yep. It's fucking.
Get him, John.
Great.
All right. Yeah, it is big.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
They're gonna fight.
Wow.
I think that's an awesome weapon, like Donatello in TMNT. It's a keep away.
Wow, she's strong. Okay.
Go, Arya.
He's gonna have a moment.
Wow, look at her go.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's cute.
Good morning.
Holy
Oh
shit.
man. Oh.
What?
Wow. I give her all the credit. Come on.
He's gonna bite her head off or something. Oh no.
Oh no. Yo, it's a
It's
fucking
it's
trap.
technical.
No! Why do you keep
Yeah.
calling this?
Dance of Dragon.
Whoa!
Oh no. Save your auntie.
Wow.
What?
Michael Jackson.
That was her training right there.
Yeah.
How did they know?
Oh,
fucking
shit.
hell.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Wow. Damn.
Look at how they
He's
close
holding
that
the door.
too. Like,
Jesus, yeah.
yeah, very,
Hold the
very
door.
difficult.
Oh, we ain't got no sword.
Hey!
Oh fuck. Is that gonna work?
No. No. That can't work.
Nah.
That's too easy.
He'd be like, ha ha ha, nice try, bitch.
Because he kind of just stood there.
Watch him fucking pick up the thing and
It's gonna
John?
shoot the thing right through the damn flames, I bet. And hit
yeah,
that.
it's a fucking trap.
He's just-
Move, just
You're a
don't be a
goddamn
target.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Here it comes.
Oh, I can't. Not another one.
Oh, look at that.
Yo, he's just like,
Ha ha
now you got.
That's good. Look at his smile.
Yo!
Fucking
He's sick.
Darth Maul motherfucker.
Move!
Oh no!
No.
Man, he loved javelin, yo.
Did he miss?
He missed.
Oh.
He over here smirking and shit.
I don't think he knows that John's behind him, though.
Oh, he's
Oh!
God, man, yo.
Yeah, John knows what's up.
Asshole.
No, he knows what's up.
He's raising them.
He's gonna try to
Yeah.
stop him before it's too late.
Yeah, I thought we should.
What the fuck?
They're getting through this. Oh my god, everybody.
So it is.
Oh, it is
that's,
the dead
it's
body.
the clip.
It's, yep.
Maybe.
It is. the
Yeah.
clip. What the hell
That's
do they
the
bury
dead
these
body.
people in? Fucking cardboard?
Oh no, and now the babies are making noise.
Here we go. Ned Stark about to make that appearance.
This is so fucked, man.
Who the hell is that?
Don't tell me it's.
Oh,
Ah!
yeah! His instinct was right.
Nah,
Oh, fuck.
this is bad.
Fuck.
For Asgard!
Come on, pull out a dagger and just go.
He just got stabbed.
Right?
in the
He's surrounded by fallen arrowheads. That's what I was trying to say before that scene. He's surrounded by arrowheads.
They know exactly. They both knew it was gonna go down like this or something. Not gonna lie, kind of feel like Bran here.
Hero moment.
Ooh,
Please.
Ooh, there was a wind.
Oh shit! Why did you scream,
Nope.
girl? Oh!
Yes! Oh shit! Woo! Oh my god, yes!
Yes, yes.
Oh my god! Yes!
What?
What? Oh my god! Wow!
Blue eyes. And blue eyes.
Yeah! Oh, she got to know! I wanted to see her naked, but not like this.
She's just giving up her life.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm gonna go take a.
Yeah, we need a breather. We'll be back. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, my in-game hangover is back. Like, just trying to absorb everything, guys. So there you have it, folks. That was the latest episode of Game of Thrones. 73 minutes of just a battle. A straight battle. Balls to the wall. Let's say biggest moment for you guys in this episode.
Every single part.
Arya? No.
It was definitely Arya. That was one.
I think that was a good moment. That was a big moment.
Man, she was just.
Yeah.
It was just like it's in my head.
They did a very good job of like misdirecting us because
Yeah.
whoa, what the hell? No. Okay. It's the red woman. They did a very good job of misdirecting us because the last time that we see her, Melisandre is talking to her about you have blue eyes to kill, and she has blue eyes from what I remember. And I think that's we thought that was gonna be her last moment, like
like blood magic. Sacrifice,
right. Like I thought Arya was gonna be coming out like with red hair, flaming like Phoenix, and just blowing people back like that because they're both from they both have had training in
Essos.
Volantis, right? I thought it was Volantis. Essos is the whole region, just like Westeros. So they're all both from Volantis, and so they've gotten trained. So I thought there was gonna be some bullshit like that, where she was gonna transfer her powers into her or whatever like that. But no, the way she came up there, and the fact that I think it was you when Theon first got the stab and he got stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah.
You said something about like, don't you have a pocket knife or something?
Yeah, like
stab him in the side, right?
Yeah, just a little.
And I was like, dude, he got stabbed in the fucking stomach. Like, there was a lot of foreshadowing. And I kind of like that because we're not thinking about it. And then they did a nice cut to one of the generals. He kind of turns real quick. So I thought it was something from above, like dragon or something like that. Like, because he was kind of looking up like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I thought it had to be, I wouldn't expect little Arya coming in like that. That was awesome. Awesome move.
Really awesome.
For me, my favorite scene, that was the best surprise.
I think.
Yeah, my favorite scene was Lady Mormont. Getting taken out, like, that was the best death for me. Yeah,
that was really heroic. That was like very necessary.
Yeah.
Very necessary.
That giant was not a good thing to be in that, spot.
But I think the whole idea was, I mean, if you look at the symbolism of that, is you seeing someone so small take on someone so big in their final moments, and she never flinched from it. She never backed down. People have shit themselves over giants. Then undead giants on top of that, you know?
Yeah. I think that she's always been that way. It's right from the beginning, and I think that was a really great way of like just consistently keeping her character.
True, and if the legacy continues on, actually, now that I think about it, who takes over the Mormont family now?
Oh,
they're all dead.
Gone.
Yeah, they're all gone. I don't know. Maybe there's
it
someone
just
out there.
disappears.
Yeah, I do feel bad about my comments last week about her needing to stand the fuck up. I was like, she was going off on him, and I'm like, no, like you're a child.
Yeah. Sit down, no.
She's the only one. She went straight up to that. What up, bro? I hope we see her in something else because I actually thought she was really good in this show. So
I think she's a good actress.
Yeah, she's better than some of the adult actors on this show sometimes. So Danny.
Yeah, you started laughing at like the saddest part, and I'm like, it's like when I was watching, I forgot which Spider-Man it was, and the Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man, and he's crying, and it was like, it was like kind of an ugly cry, but I was just.
But I'm just like she like. I don't know if I don't think she's a bad actress, but she's not really a very emotional actress, I think. And so, like, she just does little things sometimes that make me laugh, and particularly because last week she created a huge goddamn meme about, I want to speak to your manager. I am the manager.
Oh, I've seen it. Like, when someone says, oh, you're Japanese. So
the Uncle Joseph. Like, so just her, I know what she was trying to pull off, but it just looked like she was just kind of like half laughing through that scene. That was just laughing. That was my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Some scenes will get to me, but I don't think. Now, that's actually another thing is, was there really any big emotional deaths in this scene, in this episode? Like, to me, I don't think they really took anybody away that I was really attached
that you
to.
cared about.
Invested in.
They were like tertiary characters that kind of got out.
Right.
Lord Commander, I forget his name. I just know him as the Lord Commander now. He died.
Yeah.
But
whatever. You
know, maybe Lady Mormont is probably the most impressive that we have. And Jorah.
Jorah. That was like, I thought maybe like something Sam did to him to cure him of that disease. Maybe he might come back. I don't know. Some weird like.
Well, see, that's my thing. It's like a lot of these guys were already ready to go. Anyways, it's like, what more can you do with these characters? Jorah, like, he's gonna be forever in the friend circle, and that was it. I mean, he got cured. It's, this was the best way for him to go out.
Purpose.
Same thing with Theon. That's why with Theon, I didn't really feel much because I don't really like him.
It's like you started out hating. I mean, like, he did the worst thing ever. He gave up Winterfell to the enemy. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, he redeemed himself, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really like him though. like I'm not really into him. Like,
it's funny because I feel a little different. I don't like him. I don't think he's entirely redeemed, but I didn't want him to go. You know, like I understood that he was going to die, but it's like it was difficult for me to see it because it's like he's still very useful. You know, he doesn't have his junk, but like he's still young and he can fight. Like, you know, like it's just.
I mean, he was alright. I mean,
and I think also it's just he's like one of the most tragic characters. Okay. He made the biggest freaking mistakes of his life, which cost him his manhood and like the rest of his existence, his identity. And ever since then, he's been just trying to make people trust him again and like accept him again as a star.
I agree.
This or that.
Well, he definitely earned it by protecting Bran.
However, what I would say, I think I probably would have been more. I would have felt something a little bit more if he died protecting Sansa like that. Because that was the only one. That's the only one. Yeah. That's the only time I really felt like there was something really good about that. When he came back and he was like, "I want to fight," and she ran up and hugged him. Like that was tearful because they both went through this shit with the Bolton kid, Ramsay and shit. Like that was some crazy shit. So, but otherwise, I was kind of like, why is he protecting? I mean, I get it, but it's like. Yeah, okay.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, one of the most emotional moments in the entire show, in the entire episode for me, was Sansa and Tyrion. When they were when they were hiding behind the crypts, and then they take the daggers out, and my first instinct was, they're gonna commit suicide together because they know there's no hope. They're surrounded, and maybe if they commit suicide with the dragon glass, then they can't come back to life. As like a thing, maybe they do it to each other, or they do it to themselves. Yeah. But then when you realize that they're going to fight, it was just like that moment when they were making that connection, and like their characters, they've been on such a similar journey of being like kind of regarded as like these almost like trash characters, like you know, like well, I mean, at least when they were surrounded by Lannisters, they're in the presence of Lannisters greater than themselves.
You're talking about Tyrion? Though?
Yeah, people shit on Tyrion.
Yeah, they shit on him all the time.
They shit on him, but as a viewer, I always thought he was the smartest dude in the room. Like,
no, he was, but in terms of how they were treated,
in the story, yes.
And how they were treated,
I agree with that.
They've related so much to that. They've been through so much.
Well, I think
mental and emotional abuse.
Yes, I think in the sense that nobody treated them seriously. Sansa was just eye candy and was like a puzzle piece to pawn off to different people to get married and have kids with. Tyrion was always the half man, and he always had to prove himself, and no matter what he did, people always treated him like shit. So I get that point. But I thought they just looked like they were running away. Like they were like I didn't see them like hold the line and shit. They looked like they were just running away. But maybe
I think it was a combination of like the music and then looking at each other, and it was just like
we interpret it differently.
Yeah, I just saw all of their like history together, and then their history of their experiences in hellish situations. That's it. Their experiences in hellish situations. Yeah. Just kind of coming together to this moment where they're like, really, there's nothing they can do, but at least they're with each other because they were married to each other.
I was about to say,
their marriage is like has some like weight to it. You know, it has a
no. I get it. Well, what I was about to say, what would have cemented that just a little bit better was, I don't think I said it during the reaction, but I was thinking, like, are they gonna kiss in this?
Oh, I thought that so too.
Yeah. I was like, are we going there? Like what the hell?
And see, I would have been okay with that because of the fact that they actually, she complimented him earlier and said you were the best of the people I were married to, but she was like it would never work because of the dragon lady or whatever. But yeah, I would have been fine with that scene. Like if it was like one more, like they kissed and then they ran off. Yeah. Like we're about to die anyways, like that. But I think he did kiss her hand. I think.
He did. Yeah. Kissed her hand.
So I would have liked it if she just got in there and like made out with him just for a quick second to show him some love as well. Because
I wonder what their relationship is, what their dynamic's going to be like now that they've survived.
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know what? That's a good point. I'm starting to think that they probably did have a test scene like of them making out or kissing or something. and then they just cut it out because it probably looked weird as awkward as hell. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know because are they like a thing now or like I'm not saying they're romantically, but are they a little more bonded together because
and that's still going to be a problem because he is the hand of Daenerys,
and
she's still resistant to bowing to Dany, so
and that's
going to cause a problem.
With. Yeah. Now that the war for the Dawn is over, these next few episodes are going to be the political.
I'm very curious.
The true Game of Thrones.
So that's a little weird to me because I'm like, wait a second, I was expecting the whole. The White Walker situation to really play out a little bit more.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
Going to be really upsetting because Cersei got to not have to get any of her her hands soiled with this. You know, she let them off to go fight and die.
Just like her plan.
Yeah. That. You know, and now she gets to reap the benefits, and you know what I mean? Like she's not even seen what they can do, and now.
But now is the threat over?
Well,
the White Walkers?
I think
it's over, and I think bringing it full circle. I think you said it earlier about the way that or was it the behind the scenes? No, you said it. That the way that the Night King was made was being held up against a tree and being stabbed with dragon glass, and then the way to undo it is with the Valyrian steel. I think that was like a combination of and the.
It was done in the same position, same.
And so I think that is kind of the ties the loose end. That was it. That was the ribbon on the little present box there.
I get that, but I'm a little like we've been building up for 8 years or so.
Yeah.
And this was it. So I'm not disappointed, but I'm also I just can't imagine what else is there. Like are they really ending the series with the free people versus the Lannister or the Gold Company basically? Is it going to be a North versus South situation now? Because all the other magic stuff is done now? Like
I don't think so, because now Bran is alive. Bran did something. He did something. I don't know what he did. He did something with those ravens. Why did he warg into the ravens and go somewhere? They didn't show where the ravens went.
I thought they were shot, but that's a good...
No, it flew past the Night King and that was it. Because Bran never came back and be like, Theon, he's up there. He's coming, you know?
Yeah.
We never saw like where else he was going after that.
I think there's still some. I have no idea what it is. I have no clue. But
that's what's crazy. It's like I can't. It can't end on
his magic is still. So I guess we can do like a tally of magic. His magic's still around. Melisandre's magic is gone.
Unless somebody takes the necklace and shit.
Ooh.
Watch that kid in the crypts, that little girl. I think it looks pretty. I can protect everybody.
Maybe not. Oh well.
I don't think about it.
Sir Jorah, or not Sir Jorah.
He'd be a little heartbroken.
What's his name? Is it Mormont?
Jorah Mormont?
No. Sorry, the other one. The
little girl.
No, the one. I forgot his name. He's the one who watched Melisandre kill herself.
The Onion King, yeah.
Yes.
And he'd be like, fuck this shit. He's like,
double tap.
But do you think so? Like, I think. Do you think his sentiment towards her changed in that moment?
No, man. He was
I think he was following her.
Yeah, that nigga was like, "You're not running today." He was trying to finish that shit.
I felt that. Like, night is over.
Yeah.
You know,
he was about to legit make sure because he thought she was running. Like he was like,
No.
He's like, I'm gonna finish this fucking job like that.
And you can tell, like the actor, like he had some real animosity towards her. He wanted her.
And that's in the scene earlier in the episode.
I love that girl.
Yeah, that was a great scene. That was a great scene. All right, I guess. I mean, that's so. In terms of battles of all Game of Thrones,
this is number one for me.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I just loved watching it play out strategically, but then also just fall apart because we're dealing with something not human, you know? They put everything as how I was thinking it, and still, it's not enough, you know?
I'd still say for me, Hard Home is still probably one of the best.
I'm sorry, I forgot Hard Home. Good point.
Hard Home.
What was that one again?
Hard Home was
it's when they
basically
went to save the free folk.
Yeah.
And then they got ambushed or whatever.
Yeah.
The first
And
time
that was,
really
but, it was,
felt
but one of the reasons it's so good is because it was so short. That was only 20 minutes.
But it also happened so out of no. We didn't see that shit coming.
Yeah.
No.
And that was like.
And
the way it ended with my, but then we had that callback, which was a good moment in this episode where he raised the dead.
You go back to you see Night King in Hard Home, and he looks fucking menacing.
Yeah.
He's like no fucking joke.
That was the first time he killed the White Walker too.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That was exciting.
That was great.
Okay, I was expecting him to have his hero moment too, and it never happened.
So this is my thing. Is I'm really wondering the next 3 episodes. Can they top this episode? I'm talking about just particularly in the season. Was this the big battle? Was this it? Is everything else just going to be like epilogue wrap up? Like
I don't think.
No, we got 3 episodes. So it's going to be a blend of the political drama, dealing with Cersei and her bullcrap, maybe some skirmishes with the Golden Company. The only question is,
and then Sansa versus Dany.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm going to say. Who gets the throne and who is independent and and not?
What about the Azor Ahai thing?
Right.
That was supposed to be this. I think.
I feel like I'm trying to figure out like if Azor Ahai was Arya.
I have no
because the theory is that
is Azor Ahai also the prince or princess that
the prince
was
promised? Yeah, the prince that was promised. And
maybe
one of them things is the shooting is born under the red sun or something like that.
I remember.
So does that, and then
maybe it is.
There was the scene where Jon Snow was born, and it's on the sword. That's one of the theories. But then there was all these like flaming rocks being hurled, and Arya was there.
I'm assuming it's Arya because Melisandre's gone. That's it. So the one that told that story and prophesized it that's it.
Gone.
Yeah, Melisandre was the only one propagating that.
In the show, because Rhaegar, Jon's dad, was crazy about that shit too. So I don't know. Let's take a look at some of the questions here.
Oh, you made a shout out for something.
Yes, okay. yes. So let's see some of the questions. We say Blade GTR says, "What did you think about the body count or lack of in this episode? Was there anyone you thought would die but didn't? Also, do you think there were any off-screen deaths we might see in the next episode?" So first question is the lack about the body count or lack of. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. So a lot of plot armor going on, like especially for primary characters. Tertiaries can go away, but like Jaime or Brienne, you kept saying Brienne.
I kept thinking Brienne was gonna die. That answers one of the other side questions that they asked. Yeah, I really.
I think Brienne. I thought Brienne, Jaime, like Sam. Like, there's so many people in this show that should have like. Even baby Barack Obama, like I thought that was it for him. Like, so for me, this episode wasn't as emotional because nobody really died that I really cared about, except Little Bear and everything.
Yeah, I think for audience members, that probably is enough in the eyes of the creators because everybody likes her, And for a child to go out the way, she did, that's pretty, emotional.
But I do feel like it wasn't enough of. So that's. I guess I can only answer that question in the next 3 episodes because I felt like the stakes were really high, but a lot of characters made it out of Winterfell. Really
it's shocking.
Like I was. Yeah. There should have been more. Like as much as they were building that up last episode, all those like everybody at that fucking dinner or fireplace is alive.
No.
So Beric Dondarrion died.
Okay, yeah. See it, but
he might have been the only one in that.
Right.
No, and Jon Snow's friend from the Night's Watch. He's gone.
He was
but he wasn't drinking with them.
No, I'm talking about that fireplace scene.
Oh, I thought he was in that scene.
Nah, the way they were building that shit up, I was like, man, they're gonna try to come back to that fireplace. There's gonna be half of them there, like.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
so that's why I'm a little disappointed that they didn't kill off. I also thought the Hound should have been it.
Yeah, that when he was. Yeah, no.
I was expecting that to happen. Like Hound out, he go off and.
Yeah, or no, like he protects, like the way they were setting that up. I thought he was gonna protect Arya and some bullshit. He was just gonna sacrifice himself, be the one holding.
Yeah. Kind of like have a Jorah and Dany moment. With Arya.
Yeah. I don't know, but AB, be like, you still have your list, right, bitch? Yeah. Some shit like that. Nate says, did you think at all when the Night King walked up to Bran he was gonna bow to him?
What?
Yeah, like get down, like I kind of
kneel.
I wasn't. No! Bow to me. All right. Go ahead. Do you think so?
Wait, so that the Night King was gonna bow to Bran?
Yeah. Like he showed up.
No way.
No
way. No, I didn't think he was gonna bow to Bran at all. What would motivate him to do that?
Because
you were screaming like the builder thing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Bran the Builder. Yeah. No. I thought that Bran was going to touch the tree and be like, "Peace out," and then he's Bran the Builder who builds Winterfell.
Oh.
Or
okay.
See, I was thinking, if the bowing thing. Yes, he would bow to him because that's his past self.
Oh, I don't believe that theory. I don't believe that theory that
they look
Bran
really.
Is the Night King.
They look really similar though.
Nah, I don't.
They look hella similar.
You see who the person is that becomes the Night King when he's stabbed.
That's a good point.
He doesn't look anything like Ned Stark. That's really what you want to base it on, an older version of a Ned Stark, because that's Ned Stark's son. So I feel like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like some sort of like trait, a similar trait. I don't think it's him. Plus, he can walk. Like, you don't want to break it down to the basics.
Look,
the one who got stabbed could walk.
If you can bring people back from the dead, I think you could probably put some joints in there and get yourself walking again.
I never believed that.
They had me curious at that one moment because he did look at him.
Right.
And they were, but if anything, Bran's eyes made me think, oh, they're not like in league. Bran was, I saw it in his eyes, like he was a little scared. That's why he kind of did that Michael Myers, like, like, this is it, nigga. Like, he was going to get him. But, yeah. So,
I think there's something unsaid between the two of them.
I think they're secretly communicating with each other.
There's something more that Bran hasn't told anybody, and hopefully that will make the next 3 episodes even more crazy. The second question was, do you think the Night King should have had some more big moments in this episode, considering he's what we have been building up to see for 8 seasons?
Yes, I think so, because I think his like all the times in the reaction when I was going, it's a trap. Like I loved that. I loved that they used him as that like ooh, I'm secretly hiding it, because he's been stalking them this whole time, and he's gonna continue stalking them till the day he dies, which is this episode. But you know what I mean? Like I feel like his purpose really was to. Because what can happen? According to the books, like when they speak, it screams, so they can't have a conversation. Right,
because that's the thing. I think the biggest difference is he can't talk.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Like he can't monologue like Thanos does and shit. Like you failed. You gave it your best shot, but here you are with me, or some shit like that. Like I have a dragon too, or some shit like that. But he ain't about that life. He's like, look, I know exactly what I'm about to do, and that's it. I think he had enough moments for the most part. I'm more concerned. I'm more curious as to why the generals weren't doing shit. Like, I guess they didn't really need to, right?
I think that's just hubris.
Okay.
Because you have, just like Thanos and his hubris, the Night King has been plotting this for many years, centuries, like we said, and so he can take his time.
Okay.
And so I think that's what it is. He was not expecting a little girl that's a trained assassin to come out of nowhere and shank him in the gut. Like, that was not in his algorithm or whatever.
But it's interesting because, going back to Hardhome, some of those generals got involved. Like, they went in trying to get the dragon glass and shit. They were really, like, legit trying to do some shit.
They really didn't see it coming. I think
this time they were just
all
like...
All their guards were down. They were just like, oh, it's all... We're with the cripple, and we're surrounded by our you know,
he was smirking.
Blue-eyed icy folk. Like, we're good. We
true.
don't have to, like, be on guard or anything like that. We won. I think that was that cocky we won attitude that really put their guard down.
That's a good point.
Because her ability to sneak around and stuff really, like, came to advantage. Because I think they kind of set it up too in the library scene. In that learning that they really do pay attention to sound. So if she's quiet enough, she can definitely sneak past them with her, like, all her training and all that stuff.
That's a good point.
It's so funny because when Arya was training, you know, with the many-face folks, I did not like that storyline. And that shit paid off. You know, like, that shit was so boring to me, and it finally fucking paid off. Like, good job, you know, good shit.
The girl has scratched off a name. Like that.
Yeah.
The girl has, wow. Fucking Arya grew the hell up in 2 episodes. She got some. She got
right? Good for her, Arya.
Maybe she's the Lady of Winterfell at this point. Like,
sing songs about her, you know?
Yeah.
It's so amazing because Ned would be so proud, you know? Like, after all of that, everyone wanted, like, these women to, like, stick to their, you know, to their, what they're supposed to do culturally, you know?
Right.
I was like, no, I'm not about that life.
Right. But that's what I'm saying, that go back and see that library scene when she gets out of there. She legit looks like a small Ned. Her hair is all messy. She's wearing the same type of outfit.
And the half
she looks more like her father than John. Well, I guess obviously. But, like, you know, like, at the time I was like, it's kind of cool that John's trying to look like Ned a little bit more and dress like him. But nah, man, Arya's the only one that really can own up to that shit, man. Like.
She's a real surprise character. I appreciate that.
They did that really well. I'm glad she didn't die though. But
me too.
They had me for a second when she banged her head.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
But if they did kill her, if that was her moment, I wouldn't be mad about that. That actually,
I would be mad.
Me too.
I would definitely be mad because she's an assassin and she goes out by getting conked on the head. You might as well hit her with a frying pan.
That point. No. I'm talking about, like, it's a double kill, like.
I see. At that moment, I would have been okay.
So whatever, she gets grabbed or whatever, and she's starting to go, and she's one more in there, and it's doubled out. Like, they both. So she kills the Night King, but she dies in the same, or she slowly
dies in the same stroke, essentially.
Yeah.
So I've always been.
I thought that would have been poetic. That would have been fucking dope.
Because I've always been a believer that ever since going through what she's gone through, Arya cannot go back to a normal life. You know, she's not going to reassimilate back to wherever the world goes to. That's her now. She's the warrior.
Yeah,
you know?
I think we learned that in the season where she where she was training. And the season where she right at the end where she goes to pick up she uncovers her sword and stuff like that, and she remembers her name. Like, no, I'm Arya. I'm not nobody. I'm Arya.
Okay,
I think we kind of picked that up at that moment.
And at the same, also with Nymeria as well.
Nymeria.
Oh,
she didn't recognize her.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she did, but there's like, you can come home, and she's like, boom, no.
Yeah.
She's like, that's not who you are, like that, you know. The last scene. Oh, do we think Ghost is dead?
I hope not.
I forgot about Ghost.
We need to see what happened to him.
No.
Ghost did not come back.
Oh,
yeah, he went out there with the first wave.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
We did not see Ghost come back.
Let's just assume the budget could not afford the Ghost to come back, and that, you know, maybe he survived.
Yeah. I don't know, but Ghost has been through some shit that, like, he's got really good instincts. Good instincts.
There has been times in different wars where Ghost just kind of appears and disappears and shit. Like, I kind of feel bad for Ghost because ever since John got the dragons came around, Ghost more and more
neglected.
Yeah, and then like more and more we see like less and less of Ghost, and it's kind of like, yo, and I'm like, does John even talk to Ghost anymore? Like, he all about that.
Daniel,
right.
Yeah, them damn dragons. Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
I think I would have loved to have seen a scene with ghost fighting.
Yeah.
You know,
but
battling it out. That would have been really cool.
But if there's any indication, especially after we saw what happened with fucking Danny and getting Drogon almost fucked up there.
Did we see both the dragons survive?
Yeah, they both survived. One,
well, no, Viserion, he crash landed, and Jon rolled off of him, and I think that's the last time we saw him.
Okay.
Drogon came back.
Alive.
Yeah.
Drogon is the one that came back. And
I'm glad he's still around, because
Right.
I would have been so mad if he died for that bullshit.
No, that was Viserion's the one that
Jon was writing.
No,
that's the one that turned.
That's the one that turned. That's the blue
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar is the one that got super
cut
injured.
up and shit. Yeah.
And I think he's fine. He's just healing, and I don't think I think they didn't want to spend more money. I just think about the budget with the dragons and the
I wish I
animation for the
did.
dragons.
Yeah, I still wish that Jon did cut his head off though. That would have been dope. Like just see him come up.
I was just waiting for him.
Right.
To, and then his sword blows up and
Right.
flame, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta get somewhere.
Why did they choose to do that though? Isn't that an interesting choice? They could have potentially had that
I think that's
moment.
what everybody wanted though. That's what everyone's expecting.
It would have been
book readers and the book readers and speculation.
I guess the idea is then they gotta put Jon in another situation. It had to look bad for everybody because I think at that point they were flooding the crypts. Everybody was up on the wall, so that's Jon basically staring his legacy in the face and be like, fuck it, I'm ready to die, or come at me, or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And if he went in there, cut the fucking head off, then they would have to build something else up. And a bunch of people coming his way is too many callbacks to Hard Home, Battle of the Bastards, and it's kind of So I kind of get that point. I guess that's why they wanted to put this huge force up on his ass. So
yeah, but I did like the way it turned out though, because that's just the chaos of battle.
Yeah, that is true. So I guess props to Game of Thrones for not doing the cliche thing and giving us what we wanted. And showing us
in a different way, in a surprising different way.
And giving us something completely different in a surprisingly pleasant way. Yeah. So, but I definitely think they should have killed more people. So, that's for sure.
Because where are they gonna go?
What do they have another point at? There's gonna be another battle.
There's gonna be another battle. What
the Gold Company? They're just gonna die to the Gold Company?
Yeah, that's fucking lame. They went up against death.
Right? Yeah.
They went up against death, and then you're gonna get smacked in the ass by the Gold Company.
But mercenaries, hired thugs, right?
Yeah.
I'm very curious. I'm not disappointed.
Unless they get slaughtered by Cersei, and Cersei just stays winning.
There's gotta be something more.
Which I would be so mad about, but...
There's gotta be something more to this. So all we know next week is that we have a giant army that outweighs Dany's army, and the Throki are gone now, completely gone.
Which I'm pretty bummed about. That's some bullshit, but we'll let that one slide.
The Unsullied?
The Unsullied.
Are they still...
There's still a few.
I think there's a few of them
they're not
that
as
made it back in.
large as they used to be.
See, Baby Barack should have died there, because I feel like all that build-up we had last episode...
Yeah, I think he would have been appropriate.
It would have been best for that, because the whole idea was, I don't know why they held on to him, because what is he going to do?
What purpose is he
right?
serving?
Because the whole thing was, the last episode we saw, he's like, man, I'm tired of these white folk looking at me like this. And he's like, he was talking to Miss Sunday, and do you want to stay here? Do you want to fucking live it? Do you want to die in this place? And then, what I loved about that is in this episode, you see him choose to tell the Unsullied to help these people that they don't even like him.
That would have been so honorable to die that way.
I thought that was it.
Would have been a really
I thought he was going to be the one to be with a bunch of gasoline or something.
Forever?
No, I thought he was going to be legit taking the gasoline and be like, and then that lights the trenches like that. But
Khaleesi, big ups to Miss Sunday for sticking up for her queen, by the way.
Yeah.
Yo, don't be talking shit about my Khaleesi.
Yeah.
That's it, yo.
I appreciated that.
I guess we're done, guys. That was a long one. Yeah, that was 37 minutes of discussion. That was a long one, guys. Let us know what you think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What's up? I want to know what you think. Make sure you text me next time. You hit me up on Twitter at AKA SAN. I'm so burnt out.
It's been a long. I feel like I've been in battle. Like I feel like we've been in battle, just sitting on the couch going, "Oh my God, are they gonna go?"
Yo, between this and Endgame,
yeah,
man, I'm just,
yeah.
I'm battled out. I need a week to recover.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Thank God it's Golden Week because we got a long break. I can do nothing. Just go play something heartfelt like Legend of Zelda and just
watch Pokemon.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu.
Go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, no, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Right? Whatever. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Talk to you next time. Peace.
Bye.